inside Bill Gates's $644 million yacht. Welcome back to another amazing video on our channel. Do you think you are rich? But do you really think that you can hit Bill Gates? Well, it must be difficult for you since he just spent his $644 million on a super yacht. In our today's video, we are going to talk about some cool and unique features of this yacht. Also, how can we miss out on interesting facts? This luxury boat will have you feeling right at home with all of its fancy amenities. The 112-meter-long yacht has 5 decks that host 14 guests and a 31-person crew, including an infinity pool deck lounge that turns into your very own movie theater. You can also enjoy some time in the spa after working up a sweat on board, or take care of business while still getting exercise by taking advantage of this state-of-the-art fitness facility, complete with steam rooms and solarium. If entertaining guests is more along with lifestyle, then there's no shortage here. The chef's kitchen provides food fit for royalty, not actually sure what it tastes like. So let's get into the video. Overview of this incredible super yacht. The UK paper. The Telegraph reported that the billionaire and the co-founder of Microsoft were initially thought to have an already commissioned 370 feet Aqua yacht. However, the Dutch designer from the Synod insisted that Aqua had yet to be sold to Bill Gates, stressing that it did not have any business relationship yet with the second most richest person in the world. We invited any visionary client to show their interest, insisted the company, clearly aiming at eco-warrior billionaires just like him, with designer Sander Synod saying the inspiration was the lifestyle of a sharp, forward-looking owner. The vessel is powered by 2 28-ton vacuum-sealed tanks cooled to -423 degrees Fahrenheit and filled with liquid hydrogen, with the only emission being in the water. It will reach a top speed of 17 knots, which is 19.5 miles per hour, and be able to cross the Atlantic. Along with luxurious bedrooms, there are numerous outdoor lounges, a giant spiral staircase, and an amazing observation room at the front. Gates' main motivation in wanting to commission the yacht would be to signal his backing for new clean technology to cut carbon emissions. He regularly takes super yacht vacations, but usually rents yachts rather than owning his own. Whoever buys it will not be able to enjoy it for a few more years. However, according to the designer, Aqua will not be ready until 2024. Aqua is a concept under development and has not been sold to Mr. Gates, Synod insisted. According to a media report that Microsoft billionaire Bill Gates commissioned a hydrogen-powered, $644 million super yacht, the sci-fi concept ship received an enormous amount of hype when it was revealed in May at the latest Monaco Yacht Show. At the 2019 Monaco Yacht Show to Dutch yacht design company Synod opposing the many reports circulated on the internet over the past. According to him, in reality, Gates is not actually planning to be the first owner of Aqua, a hydrogen-powered yacht concept, but there is a chance he is considering a similar ultra-green luxury vessel. The hype around hydrogen simply puts hydrogen fuel cell technology works by generating electricity through a chemical reaction. Pressurized hydrogen H2 is the fuel in the tank, which then interacts with oxygen in the air to create electricity through a chemical reaction. Fuel cells are inherently more efficient than combustion engines, which must first convert chemical potential energy into heat and then mechanical work. Currently, most internal combustion engines operate with an efficiency of around 25, and power plants achieve about 35 efficiencies. However, a stationary fuel cell, when used in a combined heat and power system, can have an efficiency level of greater than 80%. Fuel cell systems are more environmentally friendly than internal combustion engines, as the only byproduct is H2O, and it's clean enough to drink. Hydrogen fuel cells can be thought of as batteries that never run flat as long as the H2 keeps coming. It's important to distinguish that NASA used H2 as a propellant like jet fuel, not to produce electricity through a fuel cell. Hydrogen-powered vehicles have already hit global markets, albeit with limited access, a lack of infrastructure, and high costs. It means that the economics still don't work for hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. The Aqua Yachts is a 376-foot, 112-meter-long ship that runs entirely on liquid hydrogen. It was unveiled at the Monaco Yacht Show 2019 as a concept design. On February 10, 2020, The Telegraph reported that Gates bought the Aqua, a hydrogen-powered superyacht, with an estimated price tag of $644 million. However, the yacht's maker, Synod, has since revealed that this is untrue. Various recent articles have appeared in international media stating that Synod Architecture and Design sold its concept, Aqua, to Mr. Bill Gates. Features of $644 million hydrogen power superyacht. Aqua's power is fueled by liquefied hydrogen stored at extremely low temperatures in two 28-ton vacuum-isolated tanks. A spiral staircase in the center of the boat leads to the bottom deck, where these monoliths sit behind strengthened glass designed to keep the liquid hydrogen stable at -253 degrees Celsius, which is -423.4 degrees Fahrenheit. The 5-deck super yacht would accommodate 14 guests and 31 crew members. It would offer a range of 3,750 nautical miles, 4,315 miles, or 6,945 kilometers, and can reach a top speed of 17 knots, which is 20 miles per hour or 31 kilometers per hour. On full fuel, it could cruise at 10 to 12 knots for some 3,750 nautical miles. The liquefied hydrogen is converted into electrical energy by proton exchange membrane PEM fuel cells, with water being the only byproduct. These tanks can split off power at up to 4 megawatts, powering two 1-megawatt electric propulsion motors and two 300-kilowatt bow thrusters for tighter maneuvering. A 1.5 megawatt-hour battery pack acts as a buffer, providing instant access to power and running the ship's electrics, and is charged as necessary by the fuel cell. The yacht boasts a range of 3,750 nautical miles, which is 6,945 kilometers, and can theoretically reach speeds upwards of 17 knots as the technology progresses. Don't be surprised if we start seeing large commercial cruise liners, ferries, and small boats powered by the hybrid architecture of fuel cells and batteries, just like with Tesla and the electric cars. The transition to new and expensive technology like hydrogen may need to start with a luxury brand. Once a critical mass of interest is generated, energy resources can be applied to reducing technology costs, improving infrastructure, and achieving scale. The super yacht would also have an expansive indoor health and wellness center featuring a gym, a hydro massage room, and a yoga studio. There are also indoor-outdoor entertaining spaces with a formal dining area that seats 14. At the front of the yacht, a bow observatory accommodates 2 people who can enjoy views of the horizon through giant windows. Other design features include Japanese influence interiors, an optional helipad where a hydrogen-powered Vital can drop off guests, and a mini waterfall that cascades down from the deck pool over stone steps. This was all for today. Hope you all liked the video. Let us know your opinion about this super yacht in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon for more updates and notifications. We will be back soon with another video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.